Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to jump right into the world of algebra to tackle something that can look like a total jumbled mess, simplifying expressions. But what if I told you it's less about being some math genius and more about, well, just tidying up? Let's get started.
So, check this out. It looks a little complicated, right? You've got numbers, letters, parentheses, it's all just kind of thrown together. You see stuff like this all the time in algebra, and our mission today is to bring some serious order to this chaos.
You know, the best way to think about this is like tidying up a messy room. Seriously, you have to sort things, group them together, and put them where they belong. And don't worry, we're going to go through the exact tools and steps you need to clean up any math expression just like this one.
Okay, first things first. You can't organize a room if you don't know the difference between a shirt and a sock, right? Well, same thing here. Before we can tidy up, we got to learn the names of all the different parts we're looking at. So, let's get our vocabulary down.
To get this vocabulary down, let's use this expression right here as our guide. 5x plus 3y minus 7. It's pretty much perfect because it has all the key pieces we need to know before we can start organizing.
Okay, first up, what's a term? Think of them as just the individual chunks or pieces of the expression. They're separated by those plus or minus signs. So in our example, we can see three separate terms, 5x, 3y, and that negative 7.
Next, we have the variable. And this is probably the most famous part of algebra. It's really just a letter that's acting as a placeholder for a number we don't know yet. In this expression, we've actually got two of them, the x and the y.
Now, that number you see hanging out right next to a variable, that's got a special name, the coefficient. You can think of it as the variable's sidekick. So in 5x, the coefficient is 5. And for 3y, yep, you got it, the coefficient is 3.
And finally, we have the constant. This one's super easy to remember because, well, it's constant. It's just a plain old number, no variable attached to it. In our example, the negative 7 is our constant.
Okay, so we've got our building blocks down. We know the lingo. Now it's time for the number one rule of tidying up anything. You put like with like. In the world of algebra, we call this combining like terms.
Okay, pay attention here because this slide is super important. What makes terms alike? It's simple. They have to have the exact same variable, and that variable has to be raised to the exact same power. So, on the left, 7x and 2x are like two peas in a pod. But over on the right, 7x and 7y, nope, different variables. This is the key because you can only combine terms that are truly alike. Let's actually try this out. We've got 6n plus 5 minus 2n plus 3. So first thing we do is identify our pairs. The 6n and the minus 2n go together, and the constants, the 5 and the 3, they go together. Now we just combine them. 6n minus 2n leaves us with 4n, and 5 plus 3 is 8. And boom, our tidied up expression is 4n plus 8. See? So much cleaner. All right, that's great and all, but what about those tricky parentheses? What do you do with those? Well, for that, we need a special tool. It's called the distributive property, and it's basically how we unpack whatever's inside those parentheses. The rule itself might look a little formal. A times B plus C equals AB plus AC, but it's really simple. All it's saying is that the number on the outside of the parentheses, our A, gets shared or distributed to everything on the inside. So you multiply A by B, and then you multiply A by C. That's it.
Let's see how this works with a real example. To simplify 4 times 2x plus 5, we distribute that 4. So we take the 4 and multiply it by the first thing inside, the 2x. That gives us 8x. Then we do it again. 4 times 5 gives us 20. Put it all together, and our unpacked expression is 8x plus 20. And just like that, the parentheses are gone.
All right, this is it. We know the lingo, we know how to sort our terms, and we've got our special distribution tool for dealing with parentheses. It is time to put all of these skills together and go back to that messy expression from the very beginning.
He's back. Remember this expression? It probably looked like a real mess at first, but now we've got the skills to clean it up. No problem.
Okay, here's the game plan, and the order is super important. First, we have to deal with those parentheses. So we distribute the 3 to the x and to the negative 5. That gives us 3x minus 15. Now we can rewrite the whole thing as 3x minus 15 plus 9x. See? No more parentheses. Now we just tidy up by combining our like terms. We've got a 3x and a 9x. Put them together, you get 12x. The negative 15 is all by itself, so it just hangs out at the end.
And just like that, 12x minus 15. I mean, look at that difference. We took that cluttered expression and turned it into something clean, short, and sweet, all without changing its value one bit.
And that's really what this is all about. We're not solving for x here. We are just rewriting the expression in its best, most compact, most efficient form. It's all about making things clear.
So, we did it. We tidied up a messy bit of math. But you know, this process, taking something that looks complicated, breaking it down, sorting the parts, and putting it back together neatly, that's a powerful skill for, well, anything. It just goes to show you that a lot of big, chaotic problems have a simple structure hiding underneath. So my question to you is, what are you going to simplify next?